Hey, thirdgen.org. I got another question for you about the TunerPro RT. I just did a data log, and I'm going to play just a minute of it for you here in a second. But the question I was having is why isn't this computer, I changed the two computers, why isn't this one recording an error for the vehicle speed sensor or the fuel pump? The other one had recorded that, and I drove it quite a bit today and still hasn't recorded those errors in its data logging. So let's get this thing up here. We'll hit play and we'll go to the lists, and here we go. You can see I had a pretty good little run here. I don't know, maybe I'm just showing off if such thing can be done, but it's showing a really pretty much the correct vehicle speed. Look at that top number there. I was up running around between 55 and 70 miles an hour, and you can see it kind of corresponds to the engine speed. There goes the throttle position sensor. There you go. See, it's got pretty high numbers on the TPS there, so giving it a lot of throttle there. Anyhow, you come down here where I was getting the errors. Get my finger in here. The fuel pump voltage was where I was getting an error on the other computer, and I was also getting the 24 vehicle speed sensor error. And I drove this enough that it should have picked up the errors if they existed. Now maybe it's the computer, maybe it's something else, I don't know. Another question for you is we've got all these values here. Loop status is closed. BLM enabled, yes. Rich lean, it's currently lean at this point in the log. Fan request is off. Some of these things I don't know if my car even has. I'm not sure where it has this third gear, fourth gear thing selected. But coming down here to some of this other stuff in particular, let's focus on this VSS pulse. And we're talking about this in the context of the transmission forum. Why is this vehicle speed sensor giving some of these sort of crazy numbers? Like, come up here now, it's showing probably good numbers. Look at that, engine speed is fairly high, throttle position sensor is fairly open. So I'm driving a little fast there, not driving 98, but there it goes, it's jumping around. So my point is it should be logging an error of some sort under the vehicle speed sensor, an error 24, vehicle speed sensor. We got nothing there, and the fuel pump's not giving an error message either. I don't know. Maybe I'm just getting intermittent errors, but any insights that anybody with TunerPro experience has or knows about these cars in particular can share, I would greatly appreciate it. So thanks, guys.